There was nothing here. It was just kind of a rundown little town. We used to say, like, of all the places, how did we end up here?
Most of the town was dirt. We didn't have any roads. It was always dark because we didn't have any lights. It was just a desert, basically.
Lost Hills is one of the areas we patrol. The primary recreation after 5 o'clock was alcohol consumption here. In years past, this was a rough town.
You have great people living in this town, but so many of them were so scared. There wasn't anywhere we could really go, anywhere to really turn.
And I think there were people here that were itching to do something about the town. They just didn't know how, or they didn't have the resources. We didn't even know who to go to make any changes here.
I was contacted by Linda. You could tell at the beginning of the phone call she was ready to change the Central Valley. She wanted to change the quality of life in Lost Hills.
I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I had reached a moment in my life where I had to give back in a meaningful way. And when I started to realize the socioeconomic issues of the Central Valley, I decided to stop writing checks to other charities and bring my business acumen into the project. Just really get involved myself. The wonderful company has been in the Central Valley for 30 years. At least 50% of the households in Lost Hills have one person that works at our plant nearby. In the beginning, we heard over and over again, oh, people have come here before and they always leave. No one follows through.
Companies don't do things like this. Why would a company want to invest so much money in a town? Why would they want to do something like this here? And, why now?
It took time to gain the respect of the people, and I was afraid. What if I failed? If you're messing with people's lives and it doesn't work, that's serious. It had to work. Hello. Hi, sweetheart. We went door to door and did in-person surveys around the Central Valley.
How many kids live here?
3. We did one-on-one interviews and in-depth focus groups to make sure that we captured their needs and their wants and their vision for their family, specifically their children.
That was the most involvement anybody has seen, asking the folks here in Lost Hills what their needs were.
So when we did the surveys, there certainly was a need for a community gathering space, and that was the park.
The park itself was basically full of gopher holes, soccer holes with no nets.
There were a lot of drugs and alcohol present in the park.
I wouldn't let my kids come out and play at the park because it wasn't safe for them.
We fixed a soccer field, which was in disrepair. We put lights in for the soccer field. We installed a walking path all the way around the park. Installed a spray park for kids when it's hot, something to do in the daytime.
On November 11, 2011, we had a grand opening.
Welcome, everybody, to your new park.
We have a lot of things here to celebrate today, but I think we're going to get off of here and let you have a little fun.
It's just miraculous what happened to it. Before, it used to just be a little patch of dirt. Now look at it. The park is the center of this community. It's where people come to spend time together. They know it's safe. They know it's beautiful. They have that one place they could always rely on.
That was the first step. So we said, what's next? And that's when we started on the Lost Hills Streets project. And that involved making the streets wider so they actually connected people's driveway to the streets, gave them sidewalks so they can actually walk all the way from their house to their school without having to step on the road.
We hired people from Lost Hills. The people were actually doing the work.
That project, in my mind, really changed lives because every single person who lives in the town was impacted.
It's the little things that people take for granted that when you don't have it and it's given to you, you take care of it and you're really proud. It's a huge deal.
The infrastructure was the first thing we did, but we also realized that we had to develop the town, that if we didn't tackle education in the Central Valley, that none of it would be sustainable. So we rebuilt the entire community center. But what happened is that the first community center was so full all the time, we realized very shortly that we had to build another community center. And that's what we've done. And it is going from morning till night with all kinds of classes, everything from Zumba to English as a second language, computer science, arts and crafts.
I see children staying out of the streets, coming out here and using our programs. I see more parent involvement. You know, it's like, wow.
Get out your cheese, get out your grater. You're great, you're great, you're great.
The one thing that the Hispanic culture is focused on is supporting your children and making sure you give them the best quality of life possible.
My belly button.
We started the first all-day preschool in Lost Hills. I know that there's a bright future ahead for our children. Here in this preschool, they will start to get their first-class education. It will be a great advantage as they move ahead in life.
The one thing that really makes me sad in the town of Lost Hills is the chronic disease. In order for these children to live healthy lives, it has to start at a young age. It starts with prevention and basic biometric testing. But then it also is healthy eating. Lost Hills, it's what we call a food desert. It doesn't have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. So we're out getting fruits and vegetables at affordable prices, and we do this on a bi-weekly basis.
Like this? Huh?
At the Lost Hills plant, we also give free health care to all of our employees and their families. Are you still healthy? Yes. Are you taking care of yourself? Okay. How's the exercise?
Oh, yes. El ejercicio, ¿cómo está?
Yeah? Yes? Okay.
This company provides food for us. There's a gym, there's programs for diabetes, there's blood work. It's a big, big change. Everything that we're doing is to better our lifestyle.
The way they're promoting health in here and eating healthy, it has changed my way of thinking and my habits.
Thank you for all you do for us. Thank you so much.
The next phase of philanthropic work in the town of Lost Hills is affordable housing. There's a huge demand for housing in Lost Hills. We partnered with a company called Wasco Affordable Housing, and we've donated land and helped get city, state, and county funding.
And this is supported by USDA World Development Grant.
We're going to be complete with 60 apartments and 21 single-family homes. This is the master bedroom.
Lovely. The houses are powered with solar panels, so it's really good for the environment. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's been a long haul, hasn't it?
It sure has. It's been a real struggle, but we're passionate about this project, passionate about the people of Lost Hills. The houses were the hardest part, but when we're finished, 81 families are going to be living here, and their living conditions are going to be so much better than they are today.
This represents a huge milestone for the town of Lost Hills.
We're very excited to have such a beautiful establishment here in town.
We never had food this good or any restaurant as big as this one.
In recognition and congratulations on the grand opening and for your exemplary public service and civic contributions to the community in Kern County. Congratulations. You're welcome.
You are official.
To have this opportunity now is, it's pretty amazing, especially at this scale.
So many things have changed here in the community. You see probably half of the community out in the park every afternoon. They're all taking advantage of what we have now.
Give me a good one. There you go.
The morale of everyone here just jumped. I mean, people take pride in what they have. They feel more comfortable to come out and, have picnics, walking their streets. I mean, you see more people now than you ever did before.
The change has been dramatic. Kids wave to us now, whereas before, years back, you didn't see that much.
We really see the town of Lost Hills as a vision of what the Central Valley can be.
Look at this house. Oh my God.
Invest in your communities, invest in your employees. The more you invest in them, the more production you will get, the more gratefulness there will be, the happier they will be to go to work.
I did not name the town, but I couldn't have picked a more cinematic name than Lost Hills because it's so much fun to say that Lost Hills has been found.